Hey guys, what's going on? It's Tiger1324 up here today with a small pickups video, but I've got some interesting stuff to show off, something really cool. But stay tuned towards the end of the video because I'm going to be talking about something I'm going to be ordering tomorrow, and I can assure you guys when it turns up. Oh, for fuck's sake! I can assure you when fucking got black all over me now. Sorry, trying to put it away. So I can assure you guys that when it turns up, guys, the video I'm going to do on it will be great, and I'll talk more about it towards the end of the video because it gives me something to talk about. So anyway, guys, I've got here two PS4 games and a few PS2 games. So up first from Cash Generator, I picked up this Gundam Breaker 3. It just stood out to me because it was a Gundam game. I like the Gundam series, and it's one that I never even knew existed. Upon further inspection, it cost me £8. On further inspection, yeah, the case at the top is a little bit broken, but PS4 cases are dirt cheap anyway. You can buy them on the market for like a couple of quid. I've got to say, guys, doing a little bit of research about this game. It's a Japanese game, yeah. So my second import game. But all the writing's in English. So I'm hoping this game will be in English, so I'm able to play it fully. But it seemed like everything on here is in English, apart from just some Japanese writing in some of the screenshots. But yeah, I don't know a lot about this series. I know it's a Japanese exclusive. Now, this is a game that you probably would have had to brought from PlayAsia, which is an online import store. So I was very happy to actually get this because something that I haven't seen before. Plus, it's another so I've got another import in my collection, which is great. It just confused me because it didn't have a certification of age on it, which is kind of weird, which leads me to believe that maybe this yeah, I don't know why it didn't come with one, but hey, never mind. So, and the other PS4 game, I actually went through with one of my pre-orders. Yeah, I pre-order games. I did pre-order the new Spyro trilogy on PS4, just because I think the PS4 version seems more like the original trilogy, because the original was on PS1. It'd be cool if they included both the original and the old. But I picked up Space Hulk Deathwing Enhanced Edition. I pre-ordered this game because I remember seeing some gameplay for it on PC and thinking it looks pretty cool. It's a first-person shooter set in the Warhammer universe, and you play as the Dark Angel faction of the Space Marines, and you play as Terminators. Now, if you know what Warhammer 40,000 is, it's a miniature tabletop gaming, but the lore is amazing. You know, there's so much to it, and there's games, TV shows, well, maybe not TV shows, movies, comics, books, and obviously all these different variations. Now, Space Hulk was one of the earlier Warhammer 40,000 games in which you played as the Terminators, and you had to make it to the end, killing off and avoiding the Tyranids, which are one of the alien races in the game. As in the universe. They did produce that on some consoles, a digital version of the board game, like a console version. I believe it was on Dreamcast, or it might be the Saturn. It was on one of the Sega systems. I believe it was also on PS1. I know for a fact it was on PS3, and I know it was on PC. But that was still like the traditional turn-based board game style game. This, however, is nothing like that. This is a first-person shooter where you play as the Terminators and you have to like kill all the enemies. Now, what's cool about this game is that the Enhanced Edition, if you have the PC version, you will get an upgraded version of the game. You will get all the enhanced DLC added into the game through update if you already own the original version of the game, which is great, which more companies should do. So thank you very much. Sterimon and Focus Interactive, whoever, and Games Workshop, of course. I'm looking forward to giving this game a go because it seems like it's got a class-based system, lots of unlockables and unlimited replayability with random missions in the game. So it looks like a game that I'm definitely going to enjoy. I've heard a few things bad about it, like it's a little bit clunky, but you're meant to be clunky. You're big Terminators in like power armor. You're not little soldiers that can run and stuff. I've heard the gameplay is quite similar to maybe say the Vermintide game, which is similar to Left 4 Dead, but I think this one is a little bit more like original than that. But it's similar in the sense the enemies are coming at you, and then you've got like your special enemies. So it's that Left 4 Dead style, which is great, fine by me. Hello. Which is fine by me because, as you know, Left 4 Dead is one of my favourite co-op games. I don't know if I mentioned, oh yeah, I did mention about A Way Out, so I'm going to put that into install later. So, there's the PS4 stuff. Great. And then I just put, so that cost me $24.99 because I already put down the pre-order, and it was a £32 game. Well, £32.50, so I put a pre-order down for Spyro. I just feel like I had to get it on the PS4 because, you know, it's the original trilogy. And we just got a bunch of PS2 games here. Most of them are shovelware titles, cheap titles, but ones that I didn't have and I haven't seen in store before. But I've got to say, CEX, where I went, oh my god, they had so many great PS2 games. They had like the Atelier games, which are very expensive games, which are getting more and more expensive and rare, and they were like 18 and 20 pounds. I would have got them. They even had FIFA 14 on PS2. Now, I know a lot of people are thinking, what-de-do, FIFA 14? But if you know the PS2, FIFA 14 was one of the last games produced for the PS4. 2013. PS2, sorry. 2013. That's incredible. I love the PS2, man. But yeah. So these are all shovelware games that I didn't have. Some of them look good, some of them look pretty basic. But there is one in here that I'm very glad to have. The game's not the greatest, but I'll show that one first, but I needed it. And that is Star Wars The Clone Wars. It's not based on the TV show, it's based around the second movie. Yeah, so basically, this is one of the last Star Wars games I needed for the full Star Wars PS2 collection. The only one I'm missing now is Super Bombard Racing, which I'm hoping to find one day in a store. I know I can go on Amazon and get it right now if I wanted to, but I just prefer to find my games in physical form in a shop. And this was £4. I was a little bit like, at first, because I want to try and focus on getting the cheaper games and then go to the expensive ones, which is what I recommend for collectors to do. Get the cheap games first, then go for the expensive ones, but be careful. But at the same time, if you see the more expensive ones, sometimes pick them up because prices do go up and down as well. So maybe take my advice, maybe don't. But yeah, the game is alright. It's more of a vehicle combat game. You know, the ships and tanks. But there are some on-foot segments where you play like Mace Windu and stuff. And it's got like some multiplayer mode and stuff. Game's average. It's not the best Star Wars game. So I got here yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 PS2 games, that Star Wars included. Most of them are sports themed titles. We'll just go straight through it. So, yeah, let's go straight through it. Right, so first we got Madden 2003. Nothing special, just Madden. Like I said, I'm not really a big fan of Madden, but I don't own the 2003 game. And it's pretty cool because it's got that on the side, a little NFL logo, which not many PS2 games actually have a little bit of logo or artwork on the side in the UK. Then I've got And One Street Ball. Yeah, it's probably like a more like you know, more of a street themed basketball game, but I don't own it, and it has some iToy enhanced features, which is pretty cool because, like I said, the iToy was normally only iToy games. It's cool to see some games included some features. I also got on the same sort of vein, Street Hoops. This is a 15. So, and you can actually play, yeah, you got, this is a 15. I wonder why. I wonder why. Maybe there's some form of violence in this game. But yeah, pretty cool. International Q Club. I own the second one. I always think I have the first one, but I don't, because I have profiled all my PS2 games, so I know which ones I do and don't have. So yeah, first International Q Club. Nothing special, just a pool themed game. But there's some cool little tables on there, like some puzzle challenges and stuff on there. I think so. Pretty cool. Ah cha cha cha. Look at you, messy toe rag. I'll give you a bottle soon. Summer Heat Beach Volleyball. Nothing special here, but if you want to see some half-naked bikini girls, then go ahead. This is a 3+, so don't be expecting Dead or Alive style thing. So yeah, there's a lot of unlockables, and it's got music from Sum 41 in here, which is, I know Sum 41, but yeah, man. Take me back. 50p. Oh, by the way, all of these games were 50p. These other two are 50p, and then the other ones. Oh wait. So also for 50p, I've got another pool table style game, and that is Cool Shot. And I just noticed it's a Phoenix game. All right. I don't know why Phoenix is a developer that I really like finding games for. Maybe it's because they're so budgeted and so terrible that if I have all of them, it would make the funniest video ever playing them all. And hopefully by that stage, I'll be editing and things and stuff like that. Maybe Angry Video Game Kaiger, maybe? Nah, AVGM, do your thing. I'm not gonna copy what you do. But the level that he's on with editing and video production is something that I would love. And I know I'm just a guy with my phone and capture card, but gotta start somewhere. Plus, this one right here is one of the reasons why we can't afford nice things. This is why we can't have nice things. And then also I picked up Rollin', SCI game. This is a I think it's like similar to like aggressive inline. I thought for a minute they put the wrong game in there, but it's just a leaflet. But yeah, a rollerblading game could be fun, like maybe like Tony Hawk or something. Also 50p. And then also for 50p, I picked up Pilot Down Behind Enemy Lines. Oxygen game. I think this game is really bad. I think it's like a stealth themed World War II game. You're a pilot behind enemy lines, I think. Nothing special here, but you never know. 50p. 75p. Blast title, Captain Scarlet. This game looks terrible. I've heard I haven't played a Blast game, but I know Blast games are some of the worst PS2 games of all time. And probably the most... And then for £1, I picked up a game called Hurdy-Gurdy. I don't really know what this game is. I think it's sort of like a platforming game. I don't know why, but that guy sort of reminds me of the purple bear from Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. £1. So yeah, nice stack of PS2 games and some... Oh, where's those PS4 games gone? Oh yeah, I put them up there. So yeah, not bad. Stack PS2 games, and all of these cost me like less than £10, so I'm happy. So pretty good stuff. So you might have been wondering, well, what is this big announcement that I'm getting tomorrow? So basically, I found this group on Facebook, well, page on Facebook. It's a shop, and I'm gonna give more details about them when I do the video, because I've been speaking to them, messaging them, asking lots of questions about the thing that I'm gonna get, and they've been really supportive and they've answered all my questions. They seem really legitimate. I won't give out the name just yet. I'll wait until the thing comes up so I can, you know, show it off and test it to make sure I back up everything I said about them. But they seem really legitimate, and they've answered all the questions I've asked, so I can't really complain. And overall, they seem like a really good community of people that are doing a great thing. If you're wondering, what is it I'm getting? A modded system. Alright. My first modded system. So, for those of you who don't know what a modded system is, basically modding something is changing something. You're not making something new, you're taking something and changing it. You know, mods in games and modding, like software mods and hardware mods. And essentially, what am I getting? Well, I'll give you a hint. What's that? That is a Nintendo Wii. So, you might be wondering, a modded Wii? Why am I going to get a modded Wii for? I have little interest in the Wii much these days. But it's not the Wii that I'm interested in. It's the GameCube. For those of you who don't know, the Wii is a GameCube. Yeah, the original Wii, the white model, the first model, has a GameCube in it. Don't believe me? Open these slots up. Game Boy, GameCube memory card slots, GameCube controller slots. And I've got to say, which is why I always tell people, if you want to collect for GameCube, get a Wii because it's cheaper and you can collect for 2 systems and play both of them. Similar with a PS2. If you want to collect for PS1, get a PS2 because you can play both. And even to some extent the Xbox One, you can play 360 and original Xbox games, but that's not fully complete yet. So that's sort of why I don't recommend it straight away. But yeah, a modded Wii. What could I have a modded Wii for GameCube? Well, I'll give you a hint. GameCube games are expensive. Very expensive. I've got about 15 or so GameCube games, and they're the cheap ones, and even those were more. All these games here, £11. I could probably get one GameCube game for the amount of games I've got there. The 2 PS2 games, like PS4 games I've got, 40 quid. One GameCube game costs that much, some of them. So, this company mods 2 kinds of systems. Wii's and original Xbox, and I'll talk more about the original Xbox One when I get the system, and then because I'm probably going to get that in the future as well. But you might be wondering what. Oh, you stop. You might be wondering why. Look, what's this? But you might be wondering, well, a modded GameCube Wii. What I'm getting is called the Wii Cube, and essentially it is a Wii that has every single GameCube game inside it. A 1TB hard drive that contains every single GameCube game. And like I said, GameCubes are very expensive these days. The games are expensive. Gotcha Force, my favourite GameCube game of all time and top 5 games of all time, is £100. I did own it. I made a mistake of getting rid of it. But what I'm getting costs less than what it would cost to get Gotcha Force and Kirby Air Ride, which is a £90 game. Even if you want to Gotcha Force and Metal Gear Solid and Super Mario Sunshine, if you just wanted those 3 games, it would cost more than what I'm getting. So value is of no problem to me there. And of course, the GameCube is a system that, in my opinion, one of the most underrated systems of all time, because it's a fantastic system and the games are great. So many great exclusives on there. Yeah. Nintendo at their finest was the GameCube. Unfortunately, it didn't really kick off too much, and most people I knew didn't have a GameCube or had a PS2. Most people, I had a GameCube growing up, so I've got fond memories of it. So nostalgia lane, here I come. But also saved me a fucking ton of money because, sorry boy, it saved me a hell of a ton of money. Yeah, hell is not a swear word, so not in my opinion. It's going to save me a hell of a lot of money, because if I wanted every single GameCube game, you're looking thousands and thousands of pounds it would cost me. And that's if, you know, so, and it also contains 100 Wii games that we get to choose. Yeah, we Wii. We get to choose 100 Wii games, and then me and Heather are going to go through the list and have a look at what ones I'm going to get. Of course, I'm going to pick out the ones that I don't own, of course, and also more of the expensive ones that I'm aware of, and some of the like better games like the Metroid Prime Trilogy. That's an £80 Wii game right there. There's a game called The Last Something. I know there's a game and it came in a gold box. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, it's not Zelda. It came in a gold box and it came with a gold controller, Wii controller, and it was a Japanese RPG. I know that's about an £80 to £100 game. Some of the Zelda games are getting more and more expensive now. The Mario games are getting more expensive. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I can't wait to get it. It's going to be one of the coolest things that I own, and also. Again, they could also add all of the Game Boy Advance games if they wanted to. If I wanted to. Now, like I said, that other console that they do may contain those games anyway, so why do I need to do that? But they said if you do that, you'll lose some of the Wii games. So I'm debating on, we'll see how many Wii games we get to, and then I might just do it anyway. And also, it contains all of the WiiWare games. Now, if you don't know what WiiWare is, it basically was the Wii's digital store, like the Xbox Live Arcade, PlayStation store, that sort of thing, with all the digital games. And you can't get them anymore, unfortunately. The only way you can get them is if someone has a Wii that had some of them installed on there. So I'm really looking forward to it, guys. That will be coming, hopefully, this time next week. So I'm going to order it tomorrow, and I hope you guys, and I'll give you more details, and the video will be dedicated, and I'm going to, I spoke to the company, and they're really, really cool with it. They're really cool with me showing it off, because I know some companies might be a little bit funny about it, but they seem really cool with me showing it off. And they've even said if you want to put the video on our page, go ahead. So, you know, help a brother out. And I want to. It's not free advertising, in my opinion. They haven't asked me to do anything. I've all offered to do it all because I feel like what they're doing is a great thing for the gaming community, and not just for that, for people on a more budget. Really are doing a great job there, so I'll give you all the details to that when it turns up. So if you guys enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like. Wondering what was my favourite thing? Let me know what your favourite thing was in this bunch. My favourite thing was probably that Gundam Breaker, my first Japanese PS4 game. Just hope it works enough and plays well enough. And of course, guys, if you enjoy, feel free to subscribe if you haven't already, and join the family. Yeah. Oh, pig. Right, so anyway, guys, have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and bye-bye. Probably gonna play some Halo again. I've been playing Halo 5. Gonna finish that. Right, see you in a bit, guys. Yeah.